Hi my friends, so welcome to this tutorial of hole number 1 in the Thanksgiving tournament. And this is played from the first tee, which is the guide for the Rookie Division tournament. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, so let's go! So, we're going to play against Brian, and I'm going to play with my club that I do have on my second account. Less upgraded. I'm going to show you how to play this one. This is hole number 1, and this feels like a par 5, but it is a par 4. So even though you can go in two ways, you can go on the small fairway there on the right side, as I do. And with this type of wind, it's really easy to hit that platform. You can miss it great, and you will be able to go on the fairway either way. I like that approach because that will leave you with a long iron or either with a short iron to the pin actually. So using there, not overpowering anything, and going to hit that one perfect, hopefully. I hit that one perfect and going to bounce over the bunker with the topspin that I do have. And of course, if you do not feel comfortable with going that way, go on the left side and put yourself up there and going with a wood shot for the pin. And this, I do like this approach if the wind is there for it. If I would be having a really tough crosswind or a really tough headwind, I wouldn't go for it because it's hard to reach out there, even from the first tee actually. So you can see Brian is going on that side. He's going to use 2 and backspin, and then going to use some curl on this shot, trying to get that one around, you can see the corner of the rough, and try to get as close to possible. You don't need to use that much curl. You don't need to have an apocalypse. You can use an extra mile, or maybe you can actually go with the rock on that one as well to get the ball guideline and also the distance. Now I'm having a long iron for the pin, and I'm going to go with a few bars of backspin, try to bounce there just after the bunkers, take away the bunkers from play. That's important. I don't want to aim just in between the bunkers. I want to aim just after, because then I can miss on the right side or the left side, and even then stay away from the bunkers. And that's important. In the bunker, you have a so much harder shot for getting that birdie that you do want, at least on this hole. Absolutely a possibility to make an eagle, but I would say if we take this hole and compare it to the last par 4s in the last tournament, it's so much harder to eagle this par 4 than in the last tournament. And I like that because then you need to fight for it a bit more. So, and Brian here, you can see he's having a wood shot for the pin, and then I would say the best way to play this one is to bounce it before the bunker, using 3 bars in topspin, and let it, and again, to take away the bunkers, you bounce it over the bunkers, so you don't bounce it just in between the bunkers or just before the bunkers. So you have space before, you have space after. That's important. So, and use the sniper for this approach. I would say that sniper would be a good way of choosing the wood club. You can also go with the Guardian if you do like that, or the Viper if you're playing on rookie as well. So my friends, and this was hole number 1, a par 4, a new par 4 in the Thanksgiving tournament. I'm going to play my Masters round on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. I'm going to play those one live on stream, so don't miss out on that. So I will wish you an awesome day, and good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 2 in the Thanksgiving tournament. And before we start, please do not forget to subscribe and also watch the streams. I'm streaming my Masters rounds on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday from the 30, which is the Masters division in the Thanksgiving tournament. So let's start. Going to play now hole 2, as I said before. Even it says hole 4, but it is hole 2 in tournament. And I would say this is a birdie hole and one of the most boring hole in the tournament. This is I do actually hope that we will get some tailwind on this one, and the reason for that is that is the only way that you will be able to reach this green in 2. And then you maybe think, oh, I maybe have a Cataclysm, I do maybe have a big dog or something like that, but you will not be able to reach this green in 2 even though you have that club if you don't have Tailwind for the second shot. Then the first shot needs to be put there in front as close to the rough as possible to be able to get in the green to the green in 2, at least to have that the possibility. I do really like to have the possibility to get that one, because we do not know before we play the first round what the wind will be in the tournament. If we do get side win, then I would to the opening round change to a sniper or something like that to be more accurate when I do go for my second shot. As you can see, we put ourselves up there, and this shot is really simple. You can see there I'm not near to reach with the Viper with a basic ball. With a Titan or a Kingmaker combined with a Cataclysm, that would still not be possible, I would say, but it with Tailwind it would be possible. I would say 6 to 8 in Tailwind, that would be possible. And then you need to go into the rough to get it to go stop onto the green. I do like 95, 90, it depends on the wind of course, but yeah, almost everybody will go and put themselves up there close to the rough and have a short iron to the pin. Ian will do the same, and so that's not that much to talk about in this hole now in the beginning. The important part actually comes for the third shot. It's how you actually do adjust when you have a green that is just uphill. Because many people do normally use a lot of backspin with their Thorn. Or with another short iron if you do have that. And then you are in a risk that the maximum backspin will put you down onto the fairway again, and sometimes roll even further back in the rough. I use maximum 1 in backspin on this approach, and the reason for that is that would be in the same way using 3 or 4 in backspin on a flat green. Because this is uphill, the ball when it bounces will lose speed more than you think. You can see that in the text guide as well. So I don't use any side spin, any top spin or back spin on this approach. I do use like none. And you can see it bounce up, and I'm really close, and the ball stops really fast after the pin. So that would be, I shot and adjusted and aimed that as I would have had 3 in backspin, but I didn't use any backspin at all. And that's the key thing on this hole. If you want to be close for an eagle, don't use that much backspin. And now you will see Ian is using I think he used 2 or 3, I don't recall, but he's using that amount of backspin, and you will see that he will get short. And that is the thing, you will get short many times if you use too much backspin. Even though he aimed almost straight in the hole, he gets short. So, and that's because it's uphill. So have that in mind, don't use max backspin when you play, otherwise this hole is a birdie fest. I use Niklas term in that way, a birdie fest. But my friends, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. And I would say thanks for watching this tutorial, and don't forget to sub to the channel, and also follow me here for the streams where I'm going to play from the 30 in the Masters division. And this is for the Rookie division with my second account, as you could see. So my friends, thanks for watching and good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hey my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 3 in the Thanksgiving tournament. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and also follow me for the streams where I'm going to stream my Thanksgiving tournament. Tuesday, qualifying round, Thursday, opening round, and Saturday, the weekend round. I'm playing this from the first tee with my second account, which is as it will be in the rookie division in the tournament. I'm using clubs that is much similar to what you're using in the rookie division as well, so it would be realistic, as we would say like that. Ian do have a lot more upgraded clubs, but we are going to play this one as it should be played. I suggest that you use a long iron that you have some decent backspin on. I would say the Saturn, I would say the backbone would be good, but a Goliath in level 5, 4, 3, that will not cut it. That will just be hard for you to make the ball stop, because you do need to use the 3 or 4 in backspin to get this one close to the pin. Otherwise you will be long many of the times. So you can see here now Ian is putting himself up there. He's using 3 in backspin on that one, and he will still be a bit long. not much, but still. 247, that's okay. My turn. I'm going with the Saturn actually, because I have that one upgraded, and I will use, as you will see in the end, I will use 4 in backspin because 5 is too much, and 4 will be the perfect amount here. If I would be having a lot of headwind, I would go with 3, because as you know, the ball's bounce when it hits the ground, the ball will more straight down when you have headwind, and will be more like flat in that way when you have tailwind. Also in this hole, when you do your tee shot, you can see you're already higher up than the fairway, the green are, which means that the ball will be affected more by the wind than it normally do. So my friends, this is how we play hole 3 in the Thanksgiving tournament from the first tee. If you do have any questions, please make a comment in the section below, and don't forget to sub to the channel. And to the end, good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hi my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 4 in the Thanksgiving tournament. I'm playing from the first tee, which is the rookie division, so I'm going to play with my second account to make it more realistic, as you were playing in the rookie division as well. And my friends, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So let's go. Yeah, hole number 4 in the Thanksgiving tournament, a new hole as well. I like this one actually. I do think it's not easy, but it's not hard as well. Oh, Andy Summer, yeah, we get a new subscriber in the middle of the tutorial. Thank you, Andy. So you can see there on the right side, I'm going to go with my extra mile, of course. Just going to put myself up there on front. Don't use max topspin, because then you will go into the rough. I would say that here on this hole, you can actually go with a quarterback, or you can go with the rock. And the reason for that is then you get the ball guide, and then you can put yourself easily up before the rough, in using the ball guide in that way. And because no matter what type of ball you're having, or a club, even though you have Apocalypse, you will not be able to make it. Yeah, of course you can make a trick shot, but in general you will not be able to make a shot that can bounce over the bunker. You see it's too big. And also, even though if you max curl it, yeah, maybe with max side spin you can make a crazy one, but in general, use a safe drive, put yourself up on the fairway, so you at least have a chance for chipping it in with your wood club. So Brian is going to go here as well. I'm going to go, do the same. Hitting that one perfect, and it's going to straight itself out on the fairway, getting up there and putting himself in the same position as we are. So that will be the common way to play this hole, to just get up there and then go with the wood club directly to the green. I suggest that you go with the Viper, Sniper, or the Guardian in this hole. I would say many people will go with an upgraded Viper, and I think that's good. I really think that's good. I would go with the Viper instead of the Sniper if the ball guideline combined with distance is better with the Viper than with the Sniper. And sniper. With the Guardian, you can go directly onto the green if you are lucky, then you can use the backspin you have. Otherwise, I would say go before the rough. Have some space when you bounce over, not that small space that I have, but a little bit more space so you don't put the rough in play. Again, that's important, as I said in another tutorial as well. Don't try to put different difficult spots in play if you don't necessarily have to. So I'm going to put myself up there, adjusting for the wind, bounce it over using 2 in backspin. And I think that would be the key adjustment here. 2 in backspin or 3 in backspin, something around that. And it will bounce itself over here. And I will put myself up close to the pin. Nah, not that close, but at least for an easy birdie. And you can see with that bounce, if it bounces correct and you hit on the right spot, you will be leaving this hole with an eagle sometime. And that is something that would be awesome. Also, you can go there is a third option, of course, but I think that's just too hard. I think it's going into the rough using topspin to roll out on the green, but I think that's too hard and you risk too much. So Chris, thanks a lot for the subscribing part, my friend. I do have the alerts on here on the tutorial, but it doesn't matter. Waiting for Brian to reconnect. But again, you have figuring out this hole already. I hope it's not a hard one, but it's not a complete easy one as well. But remember, stay away from the bunker with your driver, otherwise you will have a hard time to reach for the green into. Go on the right side, even though if you hit yourself, put yourself in the rough, you could reach, but have in mind, use a driver that is easy for you to get on fairway, so you don't find yourself in difficult spots. That's the key. Put yourself on fairway, put yourself on green. So that's how we do it. And my friends, good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Don't forget to check out the streams where I'm going to play my Masters round. So happy stroking! Hi my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 5 in the Thanksgiving tournament. Do not forget to hit subscribe and be a sub, you know. I'm playing this one from the first tee, which is the guide for Rookie Division. And again, this is not again, but this is a par 3, one of the new ones. And you can play this one in different ways. It depends on what type of wood you have. You can go before the bunker and bounce it over. You can go on the left side using, you can see Brian using it here. You can see using that curve, you know, to bounce it up on the green. Or you can go directly after the bunker using a lot of backspin. I would say the most common way, especially in rookie, when you do not have those, when you do not have a wood club with that amount of backspin, I would suggest that you go on the left side there as Brian do, or just before the bunker. The thing that you need to have in mind that this is a hard one, and you need to stay away from the left side of the green because it slopes down, and that will give you a really tough putt, and it's uphill all the way. So I don't think you will be able to reach that one at least, or it will be an overpowered putt, and we all know how hard that is to make that overpowered putt perfect. So you can see I'm using the Guardian because I want to show you how you can play this hole if you do have the Guardian. It's enough if you have it in level 3 because you do have the backspin, because the backspin is the important part here. So I'm going to go there, hitting that one perfect. I'm going to bounce on that spot and put myself close to the pin, and this is how we play hole number 5. My friends, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, don't miss out on the streams. And I will wish you the best of luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hi my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 6 in the Thanksgiving tournament. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to watch the streams. I'm streaming Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday for the qualifying round, opening round and the weekend round in the Masters division in the Thanksgiving tournament. So let's start. I'm playing with my second account to show you how to play this one from the first tee which is the rookie division. I'm playing with clubs that is similar to what people are playing rookie do have in their bag. I'm playing against Ian that has a lot more upgraded clubs, so do try to watch my shots a bit more closer than Ian with his Apocalypse level 5. We're going to show you I'm going to show you one way to play this one. I do think it's the easiest way to get the Albatross, because we always look for a way to get the Albatross on a par 5, at least to get this to have a possibility to get the Albatross. On a par 5, it's important, of course, to not put yourself into the rough as Ian does here, because that will definitely yeah, it will not increase the possibility to get an Albatross at least. He's going on the left side, and you can go on the left side if you want to, but then I do suggest that you don't try to like overpower, don't try to use that much topspin. You can bounce it before the bunker on the left side, get it over, be close to the bunker on the middle there on the fairway, and then reach for the green from there. But I go on the right side using max topspin, using the curl that I have, because I don't have side spin on a beginner ball. And that's important to know. If I do have side spin, I don't need to use much curl at all, especially not when the wind is like this. And I put myself out there on the fairway, and that is just fine. You don't have to be further up on the fairway here, because now you will be able to reach directly onto the green in the way that I do want. Here, when you are in the rough, many times, especially if you're playing rookie, you should be alarmed in that way that if you do put yourself in the rough, you will in many times not be able to reach, because you don't have the upgraded clubs for that. So do try to find the easy way to stay on the fairway, then go to the green. So you don't have to make a really tough one. Here you do need to use some topspin with the Nirvana club, the rough iron, and then you are almost like, you do need to hit it perfect, because you have a really small line from, if you hit it great, you will go probably into the rough, as we are doing here now. Even though we are on the fringe, it's not a certain eagle as it should be. Now my turn. I'm going to show you an approach that not many people are doing, less people than I actually thought it were. I'm going here in the bunker or in the rough. Even though there is water behind me, I have a lot of space to aim from, because the end of the water is still bunker, and you will put yourself at least up to the fringe from there. And I'm going into the rough, and I want to hit it into the rough to use the ball guide line I do have on my Viper to go directly into the hole. I've done many Albatrosses. The only way I would not go in this go with this aiming is if I would have like 11-12 in headwind or something like that, maybe in tailwind as well, because that's so hard to adjust. But I would love sidewind on this this hole, because that will just make you have a straight line on the rough to get it onto the green. You can see I was not really close, but I was close to an Albatross, and you will be close many more times than if you do bounce on the left side. So try to put yourself up there so you have that way to play this hole. Now you can see Ian do have a shape from the fairway, and he will make an eagle. And yeah, that you should do, of course, with that that wedge. And my friends, this was hole number 6 in the Thanksgiving tournament. I played from the rookie tee, I would say the first tee, which is the rookie division in the tournament. I'm going to stream my rounds on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which is my rounds in the Masters division on this round. So I hope I will see you there. Again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hi my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 7 in the Thanksgiving tournament. And do not forget to hit subscribe on the channel. I'm playing this one from the first tee, which is the rookie division in the tournament. And let's go. So yeah, hole number 7, a new par 3 in the tournament. I really like this one because this is difficult, guys. This is difficult because now you can't rely on the ball guy to 100% because you will need to bounce there in like the bowl part in the fairway. I know there is a flat spot just behind the bunker on the right side, and you can also hit it further back and bounce it over it all and let the ball roll down to the pin. But I would say that use a wood club that you have with a lot of backspin. And I would say that if you have a lot upgraded Viper or again the Guardian, it doesn't matter if you have the Guardian level 2 or level 3 because the backspin is important. The Sniper doesn't get that much backspin until it's upgraded. Hit that one in that part as Brian did, using around 7-8 bars of backspin. Combined, if you do have 1 or 2 in side spin to the right, you will be fine without side spin as well. See here now, I'm using 7 and I'm using a Guardian level 5. And I will just aim this one straight to the hole. You can see I want to hit the bottom of that hole in the fairway to make this ball be close to the pin. You will need to have a bit luck if you get this one in the hole, because if you slightly miss this one, you will have a really weird bounce and it will bounce away, so to speak. So hitting that one, great. That's not the best way, of course, but now I'm bouncing it there and I go slightly to the right, but it makes a good shot and it will be an easy birdie. If you get it to green, shouldn't be a problem to get a birdie. My friends, this is how you play hole number 7. And this from Rookie Division. Any questions, please speak up in the comment section below. Don't miss out the streams where I'm streaming my rounds in the Masters Division. So, good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. Hey guys, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 8 in the Thanksgiving tournament. Don't forget to hit subscribe to the channel, and so it's just let's start. This is played with my second account, which will mean that I'm playing this from the first tee, which is the Rookie Division in the Thanksgiving tournament. I'm playing with similar clubs that I do think that people do have in this level of the game. So I'm using the Extra Mile level 6 as a main driver here. I'm also having the Viper as a wood. I'm not using the Sniper or the Guardian, so I'm using the Viper actually to show you how to play this. You can play this one in 2 ways. I'm going to show one way, Ian is going to show one way. The easiest way to play this one is absolutely go to the right side, as you can see here, me going there, right side, and use the backspin on my driver to get it to stop just there, up there by the rough. You don't have to max and be like really close to the rough, so it's just enough to do it like we are doing here. So Ian is going to change to a basic ball or a beginner ball, and this is also a way to play it. You can just make, if you do have a driver with a lot of topspin, for an example, you may be using the Apocalypse, or you're using a Thor's Hammer, you're using an Extra Mile that is leveled up. You hitting that one perfect, let it bounce after the water with that amount of topspin, and it will roll into the rough. Sometimes it would roll out from the rough, but many times you will put yourself into the rough, and from there you will have an easy rough shot to the green, and you will have at least an easy birdie. If you want to risk it a bit more, you can try to overpower your shot with some topspin, try to get it over the rough. But that's a tricky shot, because from the bunker you will have a hard time to reach for the green with Malibu, for an example. Then you need to have a Spitfire. From this position, as you can see where I put myself in, I do have an open shot for the green. I don't need to use side spin. I don't need to use that much backspin if I don't want to. I just need to adjust that one and get it into the hole. The important part here is that I'm I'm already uphill, which means that the ball will go higher up in the air than normally. So the ball will be affected more by the wind than normal. That is something to have in mind, especially if you have crosswind. And I put this one in for an eagle, and that's a really good shot. And many people will put this one in for an eagle because it's absolutely a possibility. It's not that easy as it has been in the previous tournaments to get the eagle on a par 4, but it's absolutely a possibility. You can see here as well, it's really easy for Ian with the Nirvana, and even if you have a Razor as a rough iron, you will be able to reach for the green here anyway. So my friends, thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. It was for hole number 8 in the Thanksgiving tournament. I wish you the best of luck, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't miss out my streams where I'm playing from the Masters tee, which is the third tee, while streaming Tuesday qualifying round, Thursday opening round, and Saturday the weekend round. So my friends, happy stroking! Hi my friends, and welcome to this tutorial of hole number 9 in the Thanksgiving tournament. I'm going to show you how to play this from the first tee, which is the Rookie Division. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's go! So, hole number 9, I'm playing with my second account, so I'm playing against Brian. And I'm going to show you how to play this one with less upgraded clubs. I do have the Guardian as some wood club. I do feel like it's important for you to have the Guardian or the Sniper here, especially on this hole in the tournament. So I will be going with the extra mile. You will have to have in mind that if you're playing from first, you're playing on this side from tee, and otherwise you have 2 other tee positions on the left side, and there the experts and pro, expert, and masters are playing from that side. So just going straight forward using the max amount of topspin that I have. I think you could go all in on that one actually. I will go there. I could easily see people with a Titan ball or something like that in the tournament with some good topspin and some good tailwind go really far. But with that position I have half overpower, even though if you just overpower with not overpowering, with max topspin and not overpowering a shot, then you will have no problem at all. Now you can see a visual glitch while I'm playing Brian. That happens when you by mistake do disconnect. So and Brian unfortunately go into the rough, and that's the thing with this hole. It goes like that, which means that the ball roll from left to right. And of course, if you go short in rough, it will be tough for you to reach for the green. You can see with the Guardian 5, I will be able to reach. I would suggest that you go with the big dog, or you're going with an upgraded Guardian here actually on this hole. This is a par 5, so it's nothing bad if you don't get this one in the hole. So at least, but you do at least want to have the possibility to get the albatross. So I'm going there. I'm going to bounce it, and over there I'm using 2 and backspin to let it roll a bit. And I'm really close to making an albatross actually, but it will be an easy eagle. And now you will see Brian, even though he got it into the rough, he will be able to reach with his rough iron to the pin. And now he has the Nirvana, which is maybe more than you have. So stay away from the rough in the beginning. If you do feel uncertain on your drive, try to just try to just max topspin and just make an easy shot for your drive, so you have a longer wood shot for the pin instead of risking going into the rough. Again, if you feel comfortable with max overpower, with overpower it a bit, then I would suggest that you do that actually, because then you will get further and then you will have an easier shot for the albatross. Brian's going a bit too far, and while after the pin it slopes a bit down actually, not that much, but slightly. So I'm going to make my putt, and Brian is going to make his dunk, and I will just a quick recap. Stay on fairway with your drive. You will have a hard time, especially if you're playing the Rookie Division, to reach for the green into if you go into the rough. And this is absolutely a hole where you need to make an eagle on. So, and also you can see me play my Masters round in the Thanksgiving tournament on stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So be sure to tune in. And otherwise, I will end this one with saying good luck in the Thanksgiving tournament. And don't forget to make a comment with your questions if you do have any. So, happy stroking!